Recording in progress.
Okay, so continuing my computer, something happened with the computer. So assessing readiness, so understanding like the client's time frame is very, very important when it comes to, getting clients to want to work with you. And the reason why is because every single client operates at a slightly different time frame. So people do not become ready to work with someone at the same rate. That is a challenge that most people understand. So some people might see you and like the first day they see you, they're ready to go. Sometimes what might happen is like it might be that they need a year or 2 years to kind of talk to you, warm up to you, because maybe they've been burned in the past, maybe they've had someone who just didn't work out in the past. Like there's a million different reasons why someone might not work with you like immediately. So you have to be able to understand that. And the biggest skill when it comes to getting clients online is understanding the balance of when to pitch versus like to the degree that you pitch. Do you do a soft pitch? Do you do a very direct CTA? Do you do one very early in the relationship? Do you wait until they've expressed a problem? Finding that balance is really the challenge for me. Now, for me, I like doing a 3-part assessment when it comes to understanding if like a client's ready. We'll talk more about this when we talk about like messaging in a second, but I always have 3 different things to kind of know if someone's ready to pitch them. Number 1, I'm going to make some sort of post that asks someone if they need help with the thing that I solve. Number 2, I'm going to actually reach out and message them and ask like if they're struggling with a thing that they just asked for. So let's say it's like a guide that talks about like, how to do profitability. Hey, so I saw that you got my profitability guide. What are you kind of most hoping to learn from that guide? Or why was that interesting to you? Or why was that significant to you? As soon as they tell me their problem, I'm generally going to say, okay, cool. So this person is trust me enough to tell me some of the problems. They might not be ready to buy from me right now, but they are ready to go. Then I'm going to look and see if they're actually like either coachable or teachable, right? Because I'm going to ask them like, hey, would you let's see if I can help you with your accounting or bookkeeping. Now, there might be some micro messages that happen in between there. Like I use like softeners, I use like conversation continuers, etc., etc. But those are the 3 main steps. Like problem is revealed. Then they share the problem with you even further, so it's like a double opt-in. Then they go and like are ready to receive help. Now when I say a double opt-in, that just means like sometimes online you might see it's like they might say, hey, give me your email address. Then on the next page it goes, are you sure you want me to email you? That's called a double opt-in. Cool. Now when it comes to effective messaging online, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, does not matter. Effective messaging is about avoiding copying and pasting. Now when I say that, I'm really meaning avoid copy-paste pitches. So if like all you do is like friend request, paste this thing that says, hey, this is what I've been doing, this is my background, this is how long I've been in the game, if you want some help, book a call with me, or do you want to buy my services? Don't do that right out the gate. Now, I heard someone inside of the comments say, well, there are some business owners that respond to a direct pitch, and it's like, yeah, there are some, of course, like there's some people that are very direct, but the vast majority of people are not going to be like that, right? There's a statistic in marketing which about 3% of the overall market is ready to purchase today, is ready to purchase anything today, right? So let's say 3% of 30 million business owners inside the United States. 30 million business owners times 0.03%. That means there are 900,000 business owners that are ready to buy your service at any given time. Okay, cool. So, Bryce, that's a huge number. It's almost 1 million people. If I just copy and paste, I'm going to run into some of them. Okay, yes, in theory, if this was a perfect system where there were no limits to how much outreach you could do, yes, I totally agree with that. The challenge is on social media, there are limits. So on Facebook, you can only send like 10 actions of the same action every hour. So you can send 10 friend requests, you can send 10 direct messages, you can comment on 10 posts per hour. If you start going 20, 30 within the hour, Facebook sees you as a robot and they stop your ability to do it. You might actually get a message saying like, hey, you can't message, or hey, you're moving too fast. Like literally, they limit you on the platforms that stop you do that. So if you don't know out of 30 million, which are the 900,000 that are very direct, your best bet is to try and build a friendship with as many of them as possible, and then the ones that require more directness, you can be direct. The ones that don't require being direct, you do more of a personalized conversation and you really understand like the client's needs and like whether or not they'd actually value your service and whether they'd be actually like a valuable client. This actually comes down to three-dimensional conversations. Okay, so we kind of talked about this a little bit. So first dimension is like really just understand like the business aspects and like what kind of business are they in, like what does their time frame look like when it comes to like buying from you, etc., etc. But then the next thing is I like to go into second degree dimensions. Okay, so second dimensions are really like understand like their business problems and things that are kind of going on. Now this is where most people stop, and this is why a lot of people have trouble when it comes to online, because if you're only talking about business, as soon as they just decide they don't want to do business with you, the conversation stops and they ghost you. But if you start going to this third degree, which is personal impact, now they see you as more as a trusted advisor, more as a friend, right? Because an advisor is looking at all different areas of life. Think about a financial advisor. They're trying to help you manage your money so you can have and build the life that you want, right? But you notice the life that you want. It just so happens that the vehicle for you to get the life that you want happens to be dealing with them on managing your money, managing your finances. It's the same thing with accounting. So we're helping you really build the life you want by helping you run your business more profitably, more smoothly, more efficiently, so that you can have the lifestyle that you want. Oops, sorry. Let me zoom in just a little bit. So that's the big thing when it comes to this. Okay, cool. Oops, next slide. So when it comes to building relationships on LinkedIn, avoid copy and paste spam. Focus on, here's the other thing. So I forgot to say this earlier when we were talking about direct business owners. If a business owner does not like how direct you are, they can mark you as spam. So yes, even though there are 900,000 business owners that could buy accounting services right now, if you run into, let's say that you talk to, there's 100, okay? And let's say that we said 3%. So out of 100, there are 3 people that are going to say yes automatically. Okay, and that's not bad. I mean, you can if you're charging $500 to $5,000 a month, that could be a significant amount of money. Like anywhere between $1,500 to $15,000, right? Depending on who you're talking to. But the challenge is, so 3% are going to buy from you. Probably 80% are just going to be neutral and not respond to you. And then 20% are going to mark you as spam. Now, for every 100 people you do, if you get 20 people that mark you as spam, your social media accounts cannot send messages anymore. You'll start getting messages on LinkedIn like, hey, you don't know the people you're talking to, so you cannot message new people. You have to work your existing network better. Like, literally, you'll get that message, and you can't send connection requests. So now you've essentially cut yourself off from the remaining, 997,000 or 900,097 people. Because remember, it's only 3%. Right? So, yeah. That's another reason why it's very important to do that, okay? So focus on building relationships so you can really preserve your accounts so you can start going out to a wider audience. Also, 3-dimensional conversations so that you can start avoiding that ghost rate, okay? Next thing is regular follow-ups. So sending conversation starters. So maintain contact every about 15 days. We have videos on this channel that go over how to do follow-ups if a person either ghosts you before, during, or after the consultation calls. So just be kind of looking out for that, and it just really makes it easy. Now, if you want to just follow up, a simple way to follow up is have newsletters with updates of what's going on either in your firm, your company, or your life. Now, I like doing those because it causes business owners to have a vested interest in your success. I actually learned how to do this because when I was probably about 7 years ago, my mom and my dad, they started doing art fairs and basically sell metal sculptures. And I learned from my e-commerce days that a lot of e-commerce businesses generally make money through email. So they'll email past clients or even prospective clients to see if they want to buy their service. So what we did was, right before they would have a show, any person that ever bought from them in the past, I would just email and text message them, say, hey, we're gonna be at this next show, do you want to come? And then at first we didn't really think that anything was going to come from it, but people started responding. We even had people actually come and drive for 2 hours from their city to one of the fairs that we did, and then we got 18 grand in a day. It was crazy, but it came from not only the new buyers, but all the people that either told us no or hadn't bought from us in the past, or bought from us in the past or bought something small and they went and bought something big. And it's just okay, so having newsletters with people that are interested in what you have to offer is just an amazing way to build that rapport and to build that trust and then get more people to buy from you, right? So instead of only being able to go up to 3%, you can actually start going more up to 20% of the market or 10% of the market over time. Cool. Awesome. So, also, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you want some help growing your business, but maybe it's just not, you just don't know what you don't know. You know that there is a way to grow faster, and you know that if you had a proven process to go and reach your goals, you would make a lot more money, so you could, really get back to enjoying life and not have to worry about money anymore. Go ahead and click the link inside the description, either above or below the video, to book a call with myself to see if I can help you inside of our mentorship program. Okay, I can't help everybody, so the reason why we do these calls is so I can understand, like, where are you right now, where do you want to go, and to what degree do I think I can help you out at this moment in time. If I think they can help you out, I'm going to make a case for why I think this is the best thing for you to do right now. We're going to talk about, like, what are we going to customize individually to you to make sure that we reach your goals. We're also going to talk about any kind of, like, time frames or just things that it takes to go and reach the goal. And then if you feel like, hey, it's a good fit, we'll just give you some information to get started. You can get started right then and there, and we can go off to the races to go and reach your goals. Okay, so that's you. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and click the link inside the description above, below the video. Book a call. I'd love to speak to you. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to say thank you for watching my channel. If you're not ready for a call, that's A-OK too. I will see you inside of the next video. Take it easy.